Hey there, it's Andy Reid here from the Apollo Auctions Victoria crew, and here is your market wrap for the first quarter of the new financial year. Now, before July, we did see a whole heap of interest rate rises, so it came as a huge relief to see 3 consecutive pauses in a row from the RBA. Now, the biggest part of the market that really did help was the first home buyer market. Needless to say, in that first home buyer territory, nerves were at an all-time high with all of those various interest rate rises causing them to get really concerned as to how their monthly budget's going to play out. And certainly with each pause, we saw them slowly come out of their shells and get back into the marketplace, which was a really, really good sign. Now, of course, lack of stock certainly helped to keep the market going in the right direction. And as was proved to be the case with the median house price figures, we had a marked improvement of 1.3% over that first quarter from July through to September in Melbourne. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you consider the number of interest rate rises that we'd had and the effects that they should have had on the marketplace, it was certainly a positive outcome for one and all. Now, in September, we did see that stock to demand ratio slowly starting to change, with a marked increase of 26.3% new properties coming on the market this September than at the same time last year, which is a significant amount of homes that buyers can choose from. As a result, of course, buyer per property levels have certainly taken a little bit of a hit. But the one thing that we've certainly seen on the front line with everybody in the market is that the properties that are priced appropriately and the agents that have got real solid practices when it comes to vendor communication and collaboration, they are certainly still achieving really, really good sums. Buyers have absolutely still got the money to spend. We've just got to make sure that we bring them to the properties in the right way. If you quote too low, we are seeing a number of properties that aren't quite making it to the levels that they're hoping for. However, if you price it at a level that's not too ambitious, but shows a degree of reality to your buyer population, then you can certainly still see fireworks. And we're seeing it every single weekend. Now, as we head in towards the second quarter, October, November, December, of course, we're going to see more properties come to market. Naturally, in Melbourne, as soon as the grand final goes away, we tend to see stock levels rise, and that's what we're likely to see. However, it doesn't mean that you should shy away from the auction process or from the selling process generally. It shouldn't really change too much one way or the other, because irrespective of whether you're doing private sale or auction, you're still going to want to make sure that your process, particularly with your vendors, is as sharp as a tack. Average days on market is slowly starting to creep up, so make sure that you're having vendor meetings with your clients every single week. With the technology that we've got available these days, there really isn't much excuse to not do that at the very, very least. And the thing is, if your vendors see you at least eye to eye over a camera, if not in person, then at least they know that you're not hiding from the reality. Needless to say though, team, we might see a few more properties not sell under the hammer, and that is not necessarily a bad thing. We're seeing a number of agents making sure at times that they pass the property in because they want to make sure that they're maximizing the value of the outcome for their clients, which is exactly the right thing to do. So don't be afraid if properties pass in, as long as you're doing the right thing by educating your vendors about your next steps in advance. Then you're certainly going to give them that feeling of confidence that you've still got control over what is going on. Team, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this second quarter. It's not going to be the easiest quarter down here in Melbourne, but I'm sure you guys, along with our help, are going to be just fine. If you do need any assistance, or if you want us to come and have a chat to one of your teams about how you can perhaps improve your campaign process, we'd be more than welcome to do that. Shoot us an email, send us a message, or connect with us on Instagram. Until then though, team, stay safe, healthy, happy, and have yourselves a wonderful second quarter of the year.